Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Back to some more. No, okay, never mind. Sorry, OBS came up with like an error because I have two monitors now. I can actually look at the program itself. Came up with like an error, like over like encoding over cumbered or whatever. And then it went away, and I haven't changed any of the settings, so it confused the living hell out of me. I'm sorry. So, welcome back to some more CK2 with Sultan Snorri the Inquisitor. I like it, especially considering the entire religious. Well, not well. It is a bit of a. No, it's not really a conflict, is it? It's a bit of a complicated situation, I suppose, that he's gotten himself in. I've come to a realization, and that realization is we need more women. Oh. No, never mind. No, let's go through here. Nah. Let's sort them out by religion. Let's see, Orthodox? I know it's often more trouble than it's worth, but you know. Okay, how about this? Culture. And then look for Norse. Well, yeah, a bit of a mixed bag, but okay. Suppose that... just worrying, really. Suppose that was sort of inevitable. Yes, it's... Alright. You, come here. I'll take one more. Only high Diplo would be a relatively good idea. Alright, you, come here. Okay, so, we have the, talk about Kingdom of Arabia, never mind, Duchy of... Did I not create this already? Did someone manage to lose it? I fucked up, didn't I? I think I just remembered why I didn't... Yep. It was between these two... Tell you what. I'll give it to you. Alright. So we're looking for targets, essentially. We're looking for people to attack, claims to push, and more territory to secure. Alternatively, we could look into, you know, kicking him out and doing something on the entire factions front, which is not the worst idea in the world. Increase council power. There's the Independence faction, and I, oh, would you look at that? 57.4%. Well, it's not bad. Plus, apparently he loves me. He absolutely loves me, so... What was it? I love him. Which of these? Yeah, my opinion of him, yeah. Yes, apparently, points-wise, I absolutely love him. So, you know, I think we'll wait for the Sultan to, or the Caliph, sorry, to sort of move on to greener pastures, as it were, beyond this world, and we'll look into factions and stuff like that afterwards. We also need to wait for the levy cooldown thing, but yeah, alright. Let's see, there are a few decisions we could take. Found religious cult. Would be the worst idea in the world. We also could go on a Hajj to Mecca. I'm 45 years old. I don't have any decadency, so
You know what, maybe not. 355 to welcome the Jews back. Then borrow 300 and then kick them out again. Does it actually work? Let's figure this out. So 527, because I think they sort of changed this and fixed it up a little bit. Welcome them back. Mistakes were made, hello. Here's an independent ruler. Really? I can welcome them back, but I can't expel them again. Probably should have looked at that, but you know what? I don't mind having them around. I don't. Because, yeah, I no longer get the penalty. There's a bit of diplomacy. You know what? It's fine. It's not a mistake either way. This is an empire, right? Yeah. Humor yards are well strong. This is actually a little bit worrying. We're not really behind the 8-ball as it proverbially were, but we're not really going miles ahead either, are we? Okay. What is this? A revolt of sorts? Okay. Can't declare war on you. What? Holy Embassy War for Elodia. Oh! Yes, I would like to join in, he says. Really? We declared war? Alright. Fine. Levies, though, we need to... I'll wait. I'll push it. I will not. If I can get some territory up here in what was once upon a time Persia and now sort of Persia. That's the thing, this sort of area never really stopped being Persia if you ask some people, and good validity to that. Let's invite all these people to my court. Why? Well, look, here's the thing. Why not? Right, they're landless, which means they can't really do much of anything, and who knows, some of them just might have claims on various land. Plus... yeah, whatever. Plus... Say proverbially I push one of their claims, and there are many, right? To Persia, I take over Persia. Let's say this guy... Well, he has children, so he's not a very good candidate. But let's say I find someone without any children, right? Without any brothers or sisters, or with very few in the way of, at the very least. What happens? Well, what happens is rather beautiful, actually. What happens is I kill him and then I inherit it, and that's a whole chunk of land. It's a good thing to have in mind, I suppose. But not yet, though. There's levy to be replenished. There's stuff that needs to happen before that. But overall, let's say we're pretty damn okay. Yeah, that's 74 years old. You don't look a day over 40. Though I don't see half your face, but you know. Regardless of the fact. Smuggler enters demands. Oh. We'll get rid of him. Eventually. He says, hoping that he's right. I'll spend some money on upgrades and military and stuff like that. Don't have that many men, honestly. Don't have that many men. We're under like 15,000. Cool. That said, though, we do have a Holy Order and some mercs and stuff like that, so we make do, but like, honestly, between me and you, not that many. Those guys are loyalist, but none of them really that good, eh? Okay, we'll get you, and I'll get you to collect tax. I won't be using you. Train troops, suppose. Take stuff. Might have that. Ooh. I never noticed this. How long has this been a thing? I don't know, but for a certain time, apparently this has been a thing. Okay. So what's going on here is my vassal is the wife of the Caliph. Empress tried to have me assassinated. She wants to fabricate a plot on the kingdom of Yemen. You traitorous little bastard! I'm going to seduce you. It's the Caliph's wife. What? Why are you looking at me like that? It's going to be awesome. Okay. Cool. Oh, she's in hiding. Alright. Oh, Sultan, by the way. Any chance I can grab this when the war's over? No? Alright. Ooh, there's a kid here. 7,000 men. Now... Oh, this is so good. This is so good, but I need a higher title, as it were. God, that'd be so good. Is there a way to push this? There's like a claim on the Kingdom of Egypt. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a way to push this and capitalize on it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think there's a way we can take over Egypt and have the Kingdom of Egypt be my vassal. Well, there's literally no way of that happening as long as I'm not a title above. But even like taking the Sultanate for myself off my vassal, even that would not really be possible. He has way too many children. A sibling with like that many, but even then, like, it wouldn't fall to me because we're not related in any way. There is no way, right? I don't see a way, though. I absolutely could be wrong on that. I don't know. So I'm leaving it as sort of more of like an open question than anything else. But from what I can see, there is no way of me doing that, right? Here's what I can do, though. I can holy war. Marking invasion? It's not the invasion. Go for Mercuria. Yeah? Go for Mercuria. Issue is we don't have any holy orders or mercs. No, actually we do have a holy order. Well, what's the harm in hiring them, eh? 14,000 men. Huge chunk of which will not fight, but hey. Now, I know you'll join in, because that's what you do. Cheeky little bastard. But, you got it. Ah. Hello, dear. Okay, we'll, yeah, we'll work on that, don't worry. There's no rush. Yeah. Vassals from demand. Huh. Okay, tell you what. Am I really gathering all of them up there? Why? And don't ask, it was probably a good idea at the time. Burn the apostate. Well, I am the Inquisitor, aren't I? A fey visitor. Oh, that's... That's good. Tell you what. I'm gonna need mercs. Ah, but we have money not for the aforementioned mercs. However, one of these, and I believe it is you. We'll do it like this. Split off Holy Order, yep. We'll take the Holy Order, we'll beat the Christians, and we'll use the Holy Order to just siege down everything very, very quickly. Are you kidding me? 8th of June, 20th of June. How are you gonna get here on the 8th of June and I'm gonna get out of here on something else? Do I have an organizer? No. What on earth do I do now? Well, now we fight, right? I suppose that's sort of the idea. Not ideal though. Not what I wanted to do. Well then. Better idea. What if we do this and scare him? He doesn't seem to be falling for my tricks. Shite. Okay, well... sod. God knows what's going to happen here. I think I won from what I can see. Okay, now someone's going to need to pay for all these men. I'm sure you know how that goes. Okay, so what, you want to attack me? That's fine. There you go away. Now, best idea in the world at this point: blitzkrieg the snot out of everything. That is 8,000 men. That is another 8,000 men. Probably the mercenaries. Yeah. Hired 6,000 mercenaries, and there is vassal mercenaries. I don't have mercenaries to hire, however, I do have a confusing number of men for him. Because he, ladies and gents, I don't know if you know this or not, but he... Excuse me? Yeah, okay, there we go. He does not actually know the difference between holy orders and mercenaries. No, he doesn't. So, what he will do instead is he will assume that all of my men here are able to fight all of his men over there. And fortunately for me, he seems to be content in just sitting there. Which is interesting. Okay. Ask Liege for a title. Can I please have one? Come on. You love me. You have a 100 opinion on me. Let's fight you here. And split off the Holy Order just so I can see what I'm dealing with. That's 5,000 something defenders versus 4,000. Ugh. Do you want to, like, I don't know, reconsider? Not attack me? Maybe just throwing the idea out there. Lose a bit of money, lose a bit of prestige, but I'm doing relatively okay on the war. Not if I lose this battle though, eh? Here's a silly idea though. Who's in my court and has money? What we're looking for... Well, well, well. Lo and behold, If I were to, purely hypothetically speaking, of course, imprison you, lower all your subjects by 40. That's a big number. Very big number. How do I get this money off you? Well, revoke. There was also a thing of like plot treason at one point, wasn't there? But that was like probably 6 years ago. Because every time I reference something like that, most people have no idea what I'm talking about. This is like it's gone into the annals of history, right? Nobody cares anymore. But hey. Ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Like, the alternative is disbanding everyone. Well, tell you what, let's put it like this. You don't fight anyway. Why don't I use you for my original purpose and disband my own men? Yeah, see, now you're cooking with gasoline. And also, there also accidentally happens to be an outbreak of some deadly disease in this general area, so you're all gonna die of, I don't know, lack of hygiene or whatever. Okay, I give up. You're gonna stay in hiding until the day you die. What about one of your daughters, though? Hello. Maybe a little bit busy. How about... And since I'm paying a fortune for you, I might as well use that, right? This is so bullshit, by the way. Like, I'm attacking with an army he cannot do nothing against. Like, he literally cannot fight them. Ask for some monetary help. Sure, you have a lot of money. Give some. Also, how are we friends? He's a random dude in the Byzantine Empire, our sworn enemy at the time. I've really failed to see how he's a good friend of mine. And we actually... He owes me a favour, so we're sort of friends. Okay, whatever. He sent me 10 ducats. Really, really, I am beyond impressed. I mean, I know Germany didn't win the war like this, but you know what? If I do, it makes all the difference, doesn't it? I'll prove it. I'll prove that it can work. It's gonna die of attrition. It's hilarious. Look at that. You lost like 3,000 to 4,000 men to attrition alone. I am fighting a 6-year-old, which now that I say that sentence out loud, it's so much different, right? Like, I'm at war with a 6-year-old, and all of a sudden, all this sort of tactics and you know, next-gen strats and everything, all of that sort of becomes, I don't know, a bit dumb. You look like stupidly cool. Of course you're welcome to stay. You're like the coolest looking person I've seen in a very, very long time. So yes, you are welcome to stay. Now go and murder the Christians. With the Lord, people are killing... People are literally murdering my son Knut. It's been going on for a couple of weeks now. I think they're nearly done, but they're killing him. Alright, people are trying to kill my son Knut. Whatever. Okay. And my theory on this is correct, right? You literally cannot fight each other. Yes. Okay. Distance yourself from all your friends. Spend the night getting drunk in the tavern. Yeah? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. It sounds like a brilliant idea. New friends is what I need, sure. Alright. Siege. Ooh, am I actually going to do it? Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the absolute stupidest war you have seen in your lives. And yet, you know, and yet. Yeah, I mean, this is silly. I won, but this is just stupid. Because I won with a military force that literally cannot be fought. And no, not in the sense of cannot be defeated, but you literally cannot fight them. They just go and siege stuff. It's just like... there's for those of you that don't know, there's they're relatively popular, so I assume most people do, but there is this thing called, like, I forget the exact name, but to all intents and purposes, it's like CK2 funny comics, basically, right? And essentially, hey, you know what? You're a good friend of mine. You can have the new titles. Essentially, they do stuff for not just CK2, but they do for Paradox titles in general, like EU4 and stuff like that. There's quite a lot of good EU4 ones. And they're kind of difficult to explain, but they're very simple and funny when you see them. It's sort of like stuff that you find in-game that doesn't really make any sense whatsoever, but, you know, it's very funny when actually visualized and presented as a comic. So, for example, if you have one soldier sieging a province, and 10,000 soldiers of a different nation join with him as allies, the siege will be led by that one soldier because he was there first. And basically in EU4 this, or was it TK2? I don't remember what the comic was about, but it works the same way, right? So there's this crusade for I think it was Jerusalem or something like that. It's always Jerusalem, isn't it? There's this crusade for Jerusalem, and one guy from Sweden called Bjorn is the first to every single county, and just an army of like 100,000 German or French or whatever Crusaders is following him. So Bjorn is like, hello, welcome to Jerusalem. Hello, welcome to Aleppo, allies. Hello, welcome to Damascus, allies. And Bjorn is now in control of all of those cities, despite all of the fighting being done by like 100,000 Crusaders from a different nation. Sweden now controls Jerusalem, right? Because of Bjorn. Because he's like 2 steps ahead of everyone else. It's hilarious. And it actually works like that in game. So I can see a comic made out of this. Yes, that one's yours. So it's like, you know, the Holy Order comes in, sieges the living hell out of the Christians, murders them all, and, you know, tells them, right, you're now on the Abbasid, or on the... well, where's the Abbasid, right? You're on our side now. Sieging army comes in and is like, that's the Holy Order, we don't fight them, wait for them to leave. Holy Order leaves, they go in, they murder the Christians again. It's like, right, you're on the other side. They leave. Holy Order comes in and is like, Holy Order's like, no, we don't fight Sunni. We don't fight them. No, you guys go, well, walk on ahead. We'll deal with the Christians you left behind. It's just this back and forth, and I just appear to click buttons faster. It's stupid and yet kind of brilliant. But yeah, that's TLDR is. We won the war with like the stupidest in the stupidest way possible, but if it works and it's broken, it's suddenly not broken anymore. Something like that. I could go and start attacking people for conquest claims on like Kuwait or literally anything else. And you know, it wouldn't be the worst idea in the world, would it? I found him, didn't I? Oh, this is gonna be difficult to pull off. Let's say this happens, and I need to murder your brother. I think I found it. I think I found the scene, as it were. think I found the scene, but I'm supposed to be in uni actually right now. Actually, the lessons have just started, but I'm going to skip the first two. Ooh, Dragon Amulet. Nice! See, I knew you were cool. And you also died. It doesn't matter. Look, we have a nice, pretty Dragon Amulet to remember you by, don't we? And that's all that matters. It's quite literally all that matters. Could grab myself some weapons and armor, by the way, but we'll do that eventually. This is far more important. Here's the idea, basically, okay? We push his claim. He's my son-in-law now. He's my son-in-law, he's 61, I'm 49. It's... the word son really is difficult to apply in a situation like this, you know, and I understand it doesn't necessarily have to do anything with age, but it's the fact that we're using it, there are certain connotations with it, you just are bewildered by the actual fact of the matter when you look at this. Here's the thing, though. Theoretically speaking, and I'm not sure whether this is going to work like this in real life, or in actual fact, but theoretically speaking, if I push his claim and kill his brother, he's the last living member of his dynasty. Right? His wife should inherit. Technically speaking. Alternatively, the kid he has with his wife will inherit. The kid will definitely inherit. There's no question there. What if there is no kid, though? I don't think he has any... Yeah, see, marriage ties, it's fine. All his marriage ties are with my dynasty. So it would be either his wife or someone from this list, wouldn't it? I think that's how it's going to work, because I don't see anyone else related to him that can inherit. Yeah. So theoretically, again, if I declare war for Persia and push his claim, this will be a mighty difficult war. This is 14,000 men versus like, less than 8,000, and I can't use the Holy Order because they're both Sunni, because we're both Sunni, so I'm going to need to use both mercs and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, there's going to be a stupidly difficult war, but I think I could win it with enough cheesy strategies and crossing penalties and stuff like that. Or the end of the day with just lots of blitzkrieg. I think I can win it. This should give me Persia. Right? Because hypothetically, we're dealing exclusively in hypothetical scenarios for now. We're going to do this next time. We'll need to end the video soon. Hypothetically, if my daughter or one of my sons inherits it, well, then he becomes my heir because of my succession type. If my daughter inherits it, I kill her, one of her brothers inherits it, right? Or even me, doesn't matter. And then the brother that inherits becomes my heir because of my succession type. Yeah, that's how this is going to work, isn't it? I'm going to leave that up to you guys. I'm going to leave that sort of for you to confirm or deny, but I believe that's how it's going to work. But we're going to try it next time, and next time is going to be like the world's most difficult war that we've fought so far. But the beautiful thing is we have 400 ducats saved up, so potentially even some more from... No? Alright, no, doesn't matter. But yeah, you know, maybe we'll be able to finagle a little bit more in the way of money too, but yeah, theoretically this should work, shouldn't it? Maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to get my Caliph to join in too, if I can like form an alliance with him or something like that after the war he's leading right now has ended. That'd be cool. That'd be cool if we can take over Persia. If suddenly like, sorry, hair in my mouth. If we can take over Persia, we'll have effectively like doubled and then some our territory. That put us in a very comfortable position. Like that put us in a position where I could probably in a few years. Okay, not really, but eventually probably be able to rise up against the Caliph. And, yeah, a lot more importantly, it would put me within striking range of India. So I could holy war pretty much everyone in here, and they're not very good at defending themselves, because it's a very fragmented society/land. Alright, we're gonna try that next time, I think. But tell me if I'm right with this entire succession thing. I'm pretty sure that's how it's gonna work. At any rate, like, subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, have fun, bye-bye.